Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive into the topic.
In direct speech, how is the sentence "he said, I am learning English" converted into indirect speech? Answer B. He said that he was learning English. In indirect speech, present continuous tense changes to past continuous tense. The pronoun I changes to he. Hence, I am learning becomes he was learning. Which of the following correctly changes the sentence "she said, I will come tomorrow" into indirect speech? Answer C. She said that she would come the next day. Future simple tense will the changes to would in indirect speech. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Pronouns adjust accordingly. Identify the sentence that represents direct speech. Answer C. He said, I will help you. Direct speech quotes the exact words within quotation marks. A, B, and D are in indirect speech. How does the sentence Ravi said, I eat an apple every day convert into indirect speech? Answer B. Ravi said he ate an apple every day. Present simple changes to past simple in indirect speech when the reporting verb is in the past tense. Which reporting verb is correctly used to report a command in indirect speech? Answer C. Ordered. Commands are best reported using verbs like ordered or told. Asked is for questions, said for statements. Change into indirect speech, he said, close the door. Answer C. He ordered me to close the door. Commands or requests in direct speech change to the subject plus ordered, told plus object plus to plus verb in indirect speech. What is the correct change for the question she asked, where are you going, into indirect speech? Answer B. She asked where I was going. Reported questions change the pronoun and verb tense, using past forms and proper question words. Which tense change is typically not done while converting direct speech into indirect speech? Answer D. Past perfect to simple past. Past perfect remains unchanged in indirect speech. Other tenses change back one step in time. In converting the sentence he said, I have finished my homework into indirect speech, which is correct? Answer A. He said that he had finished his homework. Present perfect changes to past perfect in indirect speech if the reporting verb is in the past tense and sequence of tenses applies. The sentence she said, can you help me, changes into indirect speeches. Answer B. She asked if I could help her. Modal can changes to could in indirect speech, pronouns and word order adjust for reported questions. What is the correct indirect speech form of he said, I must leave now? Answer B. He said he had to leave then. Must have generally changes to had to in indirect speech, and now changes to then. How would you convert they said, it is raining heavily into indirect speech? Answer B. They said that it was raining heavily. Present continuous changes to past continuous, and pronouns change accordingly in indirect speech. Which sentence is correctly changed into indirect speech? Answer C. They said, we will attend they said that they would attend. Future will changes to the would have in indirect speech, tense and pronouns are adjusted properly. Convert John said to me, "Please help me," into indirect speech. Answer B. John requested me to help him. Polite requests use verbs like requested in indirect speech, followed by me to help him. Identify the correct conversion of he said, "I can swim" to indirect speech. Answer A. He said that he could swim. Modal verb can changes to could in past reporting, pronouns adjust accordingly. What is the correct indirect speech for the sentence "She said, 'Why are you crying?'" Answer A. She asked why I was crying. Reported questions change to statement form with appropriate tense and pronoun adjustments. How would you report the command "keep quiet"? He said to us. Answer C. He ordered us to keep quiet. Commands use verbs like ordered plus object plus to plus base verb in indirect speech. Convert into indirect speech. She said, "I might come to the party." Answer A. She said she might come to the party. Might remains might in indirect speech, pronouns adjust according to the speaker. Which is the correct indirect speech form? Answer A. He said, "I don't like apples." He said that he didn't like apples. Present negative changes to past negative in indirect speech with pronoun adjustment. When the reporting verb is in present tense, what happens to the tense of the statement in indirect speech? Answer B. It remains the same. If the reporting verb is in present tense, tense changes typically do not happen in the reported speech. Change to indirect speech. He said, "Do you want tea?" Answer A. He asked if I wanted tea. Yes/no questions are reported with if, all's, whether, verb tense backshift and pronouns adapted. What is the indirect speech form of "they said, we have been working hard"? Answer A. They said they had been working hard. Present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous in indirect speech. He said, "I may be late" changes into. Answer A. He said he might be late. Modal verb may changes to mighty in indirect speech. How is the question "Where do you live?" reported in indirect speech? Answer C. He asked where I lived. Present simple tense changes to past simple in reported speech, with necessary pronoun changes. What is the correct indirect speech of "She said, I must finish this work"? Answer B. She said she had to finish the work. Modal must changes to had tos with pronoun and tense correction. Which sentence shows incorrect transformation from direct to indirect speech? Answer B. She said, "I went home" she said she had gone home. Went, simple past, should change to had gone in past perfect, only if reporting verb is past and sequence requires, else may be acceptable, but this example is ambiguous compared with others. Report the question "When did he arrive?" Answer B. He asked when he arrived. Past simple tense changes to past simple in indirect speech with proper word order. What is the indirect speech form of "they said, we can win the match"? Answer A. they said that they could win the match. Modal verb can changes to could in reported speech. Which is the correct indirect speech form of the exclamation, "What a beautiful day"? Answer: A. He exclaimed that it was a beautiful day. Exclamatory sentences transform into statements introduced by that with tense and pronoun adjustments. Convert into indirect speech. She said, "I am going to the market now." Answer: C. She said that she was going to the market then. Present continuous changes to past continuous, and time expression now changes to then in indirect speech.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.